So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do a deal that is over $1 million. And there's a way to do it. And it's a lot easier than doing deals that are $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. The really easy, simple way of going about it. So before we get into it, hit the subscribe button to get more content just like this. The number one way to really go about this is to really break down the mentality behind doing deals that are conventional or FHA loans, right? What are the requirements? Well, for a conventional or an FHA loan, you got to show your tax returns of up to 2 years. You got to put down 3.5% for FHA, 5% for conventional, and then you got to have your and then you got to have a good credit score. Credit score got to be 680 or above. With FHA, it can be 680 or less, right? So I'm pretty sure you can qualify for that type of loan if you just follow those steps. The next part of this is thinking about how to just do it, right? You put the plan together and then you just go out there and buy it, right? That's pretty easy. I mean, anybody could do this, right? If you got a good paying job and you pay your taxes, you can go for a deal like this. Now, it is up to 4 apartments. So you can do a deal that's 3 units, 2 units, a single family home, but no more than that. And the cap is up to $1 million, right? So you can't buy something that's over $1 million. Now, you see what happens when you think about that bubble. It puts you in a spot that you can't go over $1 million. So therefore, you're not going to ever look above $1 million because this is what they give you for FHA and conventional. However, if you do a deal that is above $1 million, let's say $2 million, $3 million, $4 million, you can't put down 5% or 3.5%. You can't show your 2-year tax returns and think that's going to help you. Even your credit, and when you get to this type of level, your credit, they'll run, bankers are still going to run your credit, but your credit not even that important. It's all about the asset itself. It's all about, does the asset produce enough income to pay the debt, to pay the other expenses to operate that building, right? If that's the case, then you will get approved for that type of loan. So another thing with this is that there are certain qualifications that you got to have to get approved for a loan that's over $1 million. So what you got to figure out is, what is it that a lender is looking for to be able to get approved for a loan that's over $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, $20 million? What type of metrics are they looking for? Understand that formula. Talk to people about that formula. Talk to bankers about that formula, and then you can look for deals with that same formula, right? That's the only way you're going to be able to get approved. You got to look for deals that fit the formula that the lender wants. And by the way, that formula is going to help you become profitable because they won't allow you to do a deal unless it's profitable for yourself. Then the second part of this is thinking about what is the 20% that you need in order to raise for a deposit. That 20% is something you got to learn how to raise, right? Because obviously you're probably not going to have $200,000 of cash sitting in your bank account starting off. That's fine. Nobody starts off with all the cash in your bank account, but they develop relationships with people that have the money. They figure out how to start a fund that's going to get them the 20% that they need in order to get the 20%, the $200,000. And this is what you got to have. You got to figure out how to get that $200,000. What's the best way to get that $200,000? You got to figure out that formula, and then you can identify people to give you the money to raise to get the $200,000. Now you got your lenders, you got your equity in place, and then you go out there and find deals. Then you got to figure out what's a good deal, what makes a bad deal. You got to read about it, understand it, and then you can figure out what's a good deal. And then you got all the pieces you need to do a bigger deal. And the reason why this is a lot better than doing small deals is because the return is higher. You do one of these deals, guess how much you're gonna make? You're gonna make what? $40,000 a month profit to your bank account every month. Think about that. $50,000 a month instead of some measly $2,000 commission that you gotta try to do 10 of those just to make 10 grand. You do one big deal, you make $40,000 a month. And then if you sell it, you make millions. So this is the way to really think about real estate, all right? Go big or go home. Peace.